The Sixth Day is the Arnold Schwarzenegger mega blockbuster hit movie where he showed the world he's not just about ending lives, but also creating them, and then ending those too. It starts off with some hard science facts so you know this shit's legit. Then to make up for that, we get some hardcore football action. And finally, Norm Fieldgate gets his due. After a tackle on the quarterback that would get the defenders executed in the NFL, he starts being a total pussy about it.
His sixth cervical vertebra is crushed.
That's why we have 7 of them. And you know who would play with 2 rubber bands holding his entire spine together? Norm fucking Fieldgate, that's who. So he flicks his ear while calling him a bitch and turns his life off. Then we finally get some Arnold, who's now a tragic figure who has to force himself to smile due to an abusive wife and a daughter who makes him lie.
I love this card.
Which is obvious bullshit, and he vomits the second she leaves. As soon as he makes it to work, his wife senses his happiness.
This is cool.
So she calls and tells him his dog's dead.
They had to put Oliver to sleep.
And he needs to deal with it.
Will you do it?
No.
Thank you.
But listen.
Happy fucking birthday! But it's not all bad news, because his Nintendo QuickShot came in, and now he can fly a helicopter while he's flying a helicopter. Which is just the kind of split attention we all want in our pilots. Then Arnold wakes up, hung over or some shit, and it's only the afternoon, but I can't say I blame him.
Nacho flavored or regular?
Realizing the dog is the lucky one,
When did Oliver die?
Sometime this morning.
Oh, that's perfect.
he refuses to put another animal through that. So instead, he buys a meatloaf doll as a big fuck you to his daughter.
I made breakfast.
As a bonus, he gets the model that lectures you on the environment as he laughs his ass off. Then, when he gets home, he sees the craziest shit and is torn. On one hand, this is his chance to make a clean break, but on the other, that once-a-year birthday cake is what he lives for. So he calls the police,
There's someone in my house eating my birthday cake.
but they couldn't be less helpful. And for fuck's sake, how does any of this get his cake back? While he appreciates the help, he'll take it from here. Thanks again. That thing's fucking terrifying, but seriously, he's good. Oh my god. What is your fucking deal?
I was hired to kill you.
Like he doesn't have enough to worry about with a terrible wife and kid. Now police are being hired just to kill him. Luckily, he knows a shortcut through his neighbor's house. But son of a bitch, they know the same shortcut. So he goes for plan B, the old off a cliff, 300 feet into water shortcut. And now they look like total idiots. Now we cut to David Wallace talking about boring shit nobody cares about,
A 10-year-old boy lies in a hospital bed dying of liver cancer.
while completely ignoring whatever the fuck this is. Now we're back with Arnold, who's reporting that his car wasn't stolen,
I can hardly believe it myself.
which he does roughly once a week, just so there's no confusion.
Was your car stolen?
No, it was me who took it.
So he thanks him for the great use of their time, and on the way out, he runs into Ethan Hawke, and after a quick tango into hand lasers, he and his buddy decide to take matters into their own hands
What are you gonna do?
and get that goddamn cake themselves.
I'm gonna take my life back.
But son of a bitch, the asshole police show up and ruin everything again.
Who are you?
They're following up on his report from earlier and making sure his car still hasn't been stolen.
Your car was found in the river.
Yeah, no shit. That's where he parked it. Now please fuck off. So they head back to his place, and oh my god, they totally spaced that whole cake thing. It's the whole reason they went there. This night can't get any worse. And it still hasn't. After going through his pants, which is just being pragmatic, he goes after the killer, who slowly face driving away and is gonna light him the fuck up before he crashes on his own, which is super convenient, and now he can get some answers.
Why the hell did you kill my friend?
He was a clone.
That sounds reasonable, but how do you know that?
I know because I killed him.
Motherfucker. Then the police show up with a few more questions about his car that wasn't stolen. So he flips the script and steals their car. Now he faces the cold hard truth that the cake must be long gone by now. And while he could have just bought any cake at any time, he didn't want any cake. He wanted that cake. So now motherfuckers are gonna pay. Starting with him. Not because of the cake, but all the fucked up shit he did back in Nam. But he's able to calm Arnold down by giving him a floppy disk, which are such a hot item. Next on his list is that stupid wife and kid, and son of a bitch, the police get to them first.
See this? It's the only thing keeping the dogs from tearing her apart. So be quiet and come with us.
Actually, that sounds great, so he goes to thank them, and oh my god, the police are so fucking weird. But we don't have time for all that, because this Adam guy shows up
I'm Adam Gibson.
with a striking resemblance to Arnold, who it turns out has been banging his wife.
It's for sleeping with my wife.
Then he sits down for an interview and just starts roasting David Wallace.
I believe you have something in mind.
Oh no, I have everything of yours.
Fucking got him! Now that he's let off some steam, he and Arnold can be bros and even try baking a cake together, but holy shit,
I don't think you have enough aluminum in there.
they are so bad at it. Meanwhile, Kilgore's also pissed at David Wallace,
You gave my wife cystic fibrosis.
but he doesn't have time
You wouldn't understand.
to deal with petty bullshit. Neither does Arnold, so after calling the police to report his helicopter also hasn't been stolen,
All right.
which they confirm. Yep, it's here. He flies straight to Dunder Mifflin HQ to tell David Wallace to suck it. So now he's taking on the entire paper company, and things are going so great until he realizes the fucking spark plug. That's why she's spitting. Now they want no part of him, so he sends the police to ask for a meeting,
Rucker would like to talk to you.
or else they'll release his family.
We do have your family.
Son of a bitch, okay.
There they are. All safe and sound.
You were supposed to feed them to the dogs, you lying sack of shit.
Looks like we both went back on our word, didn't we?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dr. Weir didn't tell you, did he?
He said it was perfectly normal for a man of his age, and there's nothing to be ashamed of.
How many times have you been cloned?
I've lost count.
Well, that was weird. Now Arnold's wondering if he should have been paying attention to the movie instead of obsessing over that fucking cake.
She's been cloned 4 times.
How do you lose count at 4? Fucking idiot. Anyways, Arnold has no idea what's even happening, so to cover himself either way,
So you can go f yourself.
nice. Just for that, they want to show him something really neat. But we all know how fussy Arnold can be when he doesn't get enough sleep. So they wait for him to tucker out, then show him a Viewmaster of the movie he's in right now. If that's not crazy enough, piracy has gotten so out of hand that this movie's already out there, and there's still 30 minutes left to film. Then it turns out Arnold brought his buddy Adam along,
This one is the diversion.
and who could have guessed anything could ever go wrong with a helicopter windshield where most of your vision is blocked by your own reflection. Oh well, Arnold still has no idea what's happening, so he fucking YOLOs it. Like a boss. Meanwhile, his new bestie Adam is hard at work inventing high-tech shit and shooting Terry Crews. Which is good, because he's really regretting that whole YOLO thing. So go flip some switches or whatever the fuck. He needs to take a quick 5. But son of a bitch, he rescues the family. This whole thing is going terribly. He tries to stop them, but he's pretty sure he's in a spaceship. What the fuck even is this movie? Then they fly away safely. And this whole thing has been a giant failure. On the plus side, David Wallace ate something that's not sitting well, so fuck Ethan Hawke. While he's trying not to make a mess, Arnold's swimming with aliens and taking hits off of random tubes. Thankfully, the police are here and still worthless. So when they try and shoot him, they end up freeing him and killing themselves like fucking idiots. While that was convenient, he still has David Wallace to take care of for reasons nobody's really clear on. And I swear to God, this is the worst body double I've ever seen since literally any Steven Seagal movie. And this is the worst aiming I've ever seen since literally any Steven Seagal movie. But luckily, after spending 5 minutes with these awful people, he says fuck that and just ditches them. So he comes back for Arnold, who shit talks David Wallace's body double.
One ugly motherfucker.
Before knocking them both the fuck out.
When I say you should screw yourself, I didn't mean for you to take it literally.
That's not what you said.
You can go fuck yourself.
And yes, you did.
You should clone yourself, so you can go fuck yourself.
He meets up with his ride, but the inside of helicopters are for pussies, so they hang off the ladder and steer by shifting their body weight, while still finding time to blow buildings the fuck up. The next day, Arnold decides to give his family one more chance.
Can we keep her?
And there it was, fuck you and fuck you. So instead, he's gonna head down to South America, where he heard they have the best nannies.